Yeah, mema wakwaba eba ene video no. So today I am coming to prepare light soup, what we normally call epno. So it's supposed to have been all dried with pomo or wele as we call it in Ghana, but I don't like the already made cow hide. Is it cow wele? No, I don't like those ones. And so when I go to the market, I buy the skin of the fresh meat and then use that one as wele for my dishes. So I have here one of such, and then swimming in this pool is my Koobi. This is salted tilapia, and this one is superku. It is a cousin to Koobi or salted tilapia. Over here I have odoi or whiting fish. I have here my beef, and then this one is my mackerel. This one is adwene over here, and this one is dried tilapia. This is tilapia, but the smoked type, and this one is assissin. These two, they are not the same. This one is assissin, but I don't know the English name. This one I'll remove the skin. I am far behind time. When I'm putting it in the soup, I'll remove the skin. I have here my salt. I have these onions, and then half a teaspoon of nkete. This is my tomatoes. The tomatoes I followed Na's recipe, but I lost most of the clips, so I couldn't film it. This one is pepper. I used the recipe to prepare my pepper like that. Over here, I am now in love with carrot soup, so I have my carrots here. And then for the beans, I do not have the normal edua pattern at home, so I am going to use these black-eyed beans for this soup. So I will blend these and then start preparing. So I have the wele on fire. I am adding the blended onion and the anise seeds to it. I would add just a little salt because the Koobi, the beef, and the cousin of Koobi, which is the superku, they are all salty. So a little salt just to add taste to the meat. Said the bear enamono odish to wenimua enyetra now betty enchine and suwum. And so from time to time I will be stirring. I'm not going to add water to this. I will let it marry each other, so I will just be stirring occasionally. So for the next 5 minutes it's going to be stirring, covering, stirring, covering. I am now going to add water to it. So the water, I am adding 1 cup as you've seen, and then to that I am adding my pepper. The pepper is already cooked, so it will not give me that fresh taste. And then I am also adding the blended beans plus the carrot. The beans, I should have removed the black part, that is the black eye. I should have removed or unskinned it, but when I take bean stew I don't do that. So I loved it in the soup. I'm only telling you so that if you don't want to see those black parts, you remove them from your soup, from the beans before blending. And I am adding them nkakra because I don't like thick soup. The soup is called light soup, so it has to be very light for me. That is the consistency I want. I'm now going to rinse the blender and then cover it for it to boil. It's been boiling for some time now, and so I am going to reduce the heat. Now I'm going to say and I will be adding the dry fish, but I'm adding the harder ones. The assistant is harder than the rest, so I am adding that one. And then add the tomatoes as well. The tomatoes, it didn't blend well, but I would put some to get the fiber and then strain the rest. This soup is not contesting for any beauty pageant, so I want it to look natural. How our grandmothers used to make their soup as a afe and fe. You have those rough texture in it. That is the consistency that I am looking for. And so like I have said, I have added some of the raw, and then I will strain the rest to get what I want. And because I have already gotten the quantity, the consistency I want, I am not going to add any water to rinse the colander. I would dip it into the soup like I am playing. So do the two more, then you use your spatula now the enunu to get all the food off the chaff. Now I got to chaff negu to save yourself the stress of having to wait for your soup for that long. So the rest of the fishes are now going in. This is the time that I am adding the Koobi because it is very soft. If I add it from the beginning, I will not see any of them, and I want to chew Koobi. Maybe Koobi no who did I was say uti Koobi ni bi na wati superku ni bi wati adwene wati nam ni bi bi. Nti no, I have now added them. Afi me mackerel no so egum. So I'm not going to add anything. I forgot to mention beef no so no. I needed to feel it in the soup and not chew. And so I am going to blend the beef. Those of you who have tasted that beef, you will testify to what I am doing right now. And so from here, I would add a little bit of salt because the Koobi would have cooked for some time until the flavor and so all too soon the soup is now ready. And like Joshua, I am telling you, choose you this day what you are going to have this soup with. But as for me and my household, we are going to enjoy it with fufu. I know you have enjoyed the lesson, and so please consider to subscribe, put on your notification bell, and then leave me a genuine comment. I love reading your comments. My dear, I will draw the curtains on our lesson today. But my plea is that when you kneel to say a prayer, say one for me. I leave you with the peace of the Most High. Peace. Shalom. Bye-bye.